story that's fake, but you're going to love it. I want you to tell it tonight, okay, at your dinner table. You know that Bill Clinton is campaigning for Kamala Harris this week right here in North Carolina. You know this? Okay, so he's driving along in Hickory, and he sees this burnout factory, right? This big burnout factory. He says to the driver, "What happened to that factory?" And the driver says, "You happened." "My daddy worked at that factory," says the driver. "And when you were president in 1994, you remember this? You passed NAFTA." And he brought that factory to his knees. And then 7 unlucky years later, Bill Clinton, you let China into the World Trade Organization. And that killed that factory. You all remember, we got some old timers here. All across the state, the textile furniture industries went down the tubes, Mr. Clinton. And the fact is, folks here don't much like you. So Clinton looks at the driver and says, I don't understand. If you feel that way, why are you driving me? Driver looks at him and says, "Sir, I need the money. I need the money because Kamala Harris's inflation has brought us to our knees. There's some weeks I have to choose between food on the table, medicine in the cabinet, and a roof over our heads, sir. But I'll tell you, Mr. Clinton, the most favorite reason I love driving you up and down the state of North Carolina is because you are the best campaigner for Donald Trump there is." Well, you get it, but Donald Trump, you get it, but Bill Clinton didn't get it. He said, "Well, what do you mean by that? I'm here for Kamala Harris, not Donald Trump." And he says, driver says, "Sir, Mr. Clinton, every time the people in North Carolina see you, they think of 2 things. One, shafta. You were the one who shafted the NAFTA, cost them jobs, and you were the one that shanghaied them with China, right? But the other thing they remember is that Donald Trump was the man who canceled NAFTA and got tough on China." And for the first time ever, Bill Clinton was speechless. All right, you tell that story tonight. The last thing I'm going to say is, you got to vote. You going to vote? And you got to promise me right now, every one of you here, every one of you pirates right here, you got to promise me you'll take 10 other people to the polls and you'll get them there before Election Day. Will you do that for me? Will you do that for Donald Trump?